Today I'm going to do a quick video just to show you how I apply my nails. For those of you who don't know, I wear Jamberry nail wraps. I've been wearing them for almost 2 years now. I paint them every once in a blue moon, but I don't really like to paint them anymore because it just chips too fast. I can't stand it. And so I wear Jamberry nail wraps. Also, I love the patterns, and I hate paying to go to a nail salon because I'm a cheapo, but also because I can't bring my kid exactly, and I'm not going to pay a babysitter to come and watch my kid so I can go pay to get my nails done. So I just do them at home. I've always done them at home. I've gone maybe a handful of times to get them done at a salon before I had kids. Maybe once since I had my son, but he's 7 now, so it's just not for me. So I do my Jamberry nail wraps at home. I love doing them because I can do them fast. I can get gorgeous designs. I get them for so much cheaper than going to a salon. They last for a long time without chipping. And on top of all of that, I can do them at any time during the day, and I can stop halfway if I need to for whatever reason. Plus, they aren't paint, they're not wet. So if I have 2 done and the baby starts crying, I can go take care of the baby and come back and finish, and I don't have to worry about bumping them. But anyways, I'm going to do a very quick video to just show you how I do my nail wraps. So keep watching. So the first thing I do is I prep my nails. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a little bit of damage to my nails because I peeled my last wraps off, and you're not supposed to do that. So just a little bit of warning. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I was just being lazy and I was picking at them knowing I had to take them off today. But anyways, so I go ahead and I prep my nails. I have nice clean nails, and I go ahead and buff them. You want to get some of the shine off of the nail. That will help the wrap to adhere to the nail, and it won't slide off. So you're going to go ahead and buff them completely on both, obviously. Go ahead and push back your cuticles. The reason for this is that you want the wrap to adhere to nail only, not to any skin, and cuticles are part of your skin. So you want to get those out of the way. The next thing I do is I use nail polish remover. A lot of people use just pure alcohol, 50% isopropyl alcohol, or whatever you want to use, whatever kind, and you clean the nails. But I like to use nail polish remover because I have very oily nails, so this helps to remove a lot of those oils for me, and it's also going to remove any of the leftover dust from doing the buffing. Next, I go ahead and I get my wrap, and you're going to see there are multiple different sizes from a small all the way up to a very large wrap. This is so that anybody that needs can use them. Plus, you can use them on your toenails as well. So I go ahead and I use the nail wrap. I don't take the wrap off of the clear backing. It's on a clear backing so you can see where it fits. I happen to know which sizes fit me already, but if you don't, you just hold them up to your fingernail and you see which size fits. Each one of these wraps is good for 2 of your nails unless you have extremely long fingernails. Most people I know can use 1 wrap for both hands. So you would use the one that I just cut was a ring size one for me. I'd use that on both sides. I'm actually putting that wrap to the side because I forgot I was going to do a different wrap on that ring finger. So you see again, I measured up. Once again, I know what wrap sizes fit me, which order, but you go ahead and you measure up to see which size is going to fit your fingernail. Again, you do not want it to touch the skin. You want it to lay only on the nail bed. So you want to make sure, even if it means a little tiny sliver is showing on the side, that's okay because people aren't going to see that. I lay all my nail wraps out in order so I know which one I'm wearing. Okay, so here you see my thumbnail is kind of more square at the base rather than rounded. So I'm just trimming a little tiny sliver off of the end of the wrap that I use for my thumb so that it fits better on my squarish nail bed there. Once I have all my nails cut out, I go ahead and I cut them in half. Some people don't. They like to use just as much as they need for that nail size, so they'll cut it just long enough for their nail size. I like to have the extra room to really fold down the nail wrap on my tips and to have some room to pull them. So I just go ahead and I cut all of my nail wraps in half and I lay them out as I would for my fingers. So I lay out from thumb to pinky on both sides. So right before I go ahead and I put my nail wraps on, I go ahead and I clean them again. So I'm going to do them each one by one. I clean each nail. So I don't do all of my nails cleaned at the same time. I clean one and then I go ahead and apply the wrap. When you're ready to apply, you peel the wrap off of the plastic backing and you hold it in front of your heat source. So I'm using a Jamberry space heater. I'm sorry, not a space heater. I'm using a Jamberry heater, but you can use a blow dryer if you'd like, or pretty much anything else. But I recommend getting a small heater. Once I'm ready to put it on, I put it as close to the nail cuticle as I can without actually being on the cuticle. And I smooth from the cuticle down to the tip only on the center. Then I heat the side. I pull the wrap a little bit and I smooth that side down. Then I heat the opposite side and do the same thing. I pull the free end a little bit and smooth the end onto my nail. Then I kind of just smooth it all the way across on my entire nail. Now here's where I do things a little bit differently than most people. I have really curved nails, so to make sure I don't get any buckling at the tips, I actually cut a vertical line down the center of the extra wrap. So that's just the piece that's hanging off of my nails. Once I cut that, I heat it up, and then I fold each side down individually. This helps me so that I don't get a buckle or a crease right on the tip of my nail because of the fact that my nails are curved. So if you already wear Jamberry nail wraps, you've already tried applying them, and you get that buckle on the tip of your nail, this is what I suggest. Lastly, I take a plastic sandwich bag, I wrap it tight around the wrap, and I put that back in front of the heater. Be very careful with this because it gets very hot inside the bag. You want to only do it for a few seconds, and I smooth. I pull my finger away and then I smooth and then I put it back in front. You can do that as many times as you like. That just helps to really heat that wrap and really get it on. Now I go ahead and I proceed with the same steps for all the other fingers. I clean it off with some nail polish remover right before applying the wrap. And I do all the same steps. Where it differs is in my thumb. So I'm going to show you here my thumb. I go ahead and clean it just like I would all the other nails. And then I go ahead and I peel my wrap from the plastic backing like I would with everything else. I go ahead and I heat that. And again, I put it as close to my cuticle as possible without actually touching the cuticle or the skin. I smooth it down the center, heat one side, pull and smooth, then do the opposite side, pull and smooth that as well. Sorry, my hand is totally out of frame. And now where it differs is how I cut it. So instead of cutting lengthwise down, I cut two smaller slits to the side to almost make three separate pieces. This is because not only is this nail curved, but it is a lot longer. So if I only do the two, I still sometimes will get a buckling. So I go ahead and I split into three separate pieces. I heat it up and I fold down each individual piece one at a time, heating between each one to make sure that I really get a good seal. Not everyone will have to do this, but if you have curvy nails or you know that you have buckling when you apply nail wraps, then this is what I suggest doing. And again, I go ahead and I use my baggie really tight. I heat that up and I smooth it down. I really like to try to smooth the end too because that needs to be on all the way. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is you can see I have nail wrap obviously hanging over the edge of my nail still because it's just folded down. So I'm going to go ahead and file it off. I recommend getting a Jamberry nail file or one that has a really good coarse file because it comes off so easily. You file in a downward motion. You can do 90 degrees, or I do almost like a 45-degree angle, probably just a little bit like more than a 45-degree angle. You don't want to go back and forth, you just want to go down, and you'll see it just lifts right off. And I hope that this helps somebody that's having any issues with puckering or problems with the tips wrinkling or them not staying on for a long time. I do also go ahead and do the True Shine kit, which is the new thing that Jamberry came out with in the last few months. I think it was like August, September that they started it, and it's a gel kit. I just use the clear top coat and base coat, and I go ahead and just do one layer of each over my nail wraps afterwards, just because that I'm very, very rough on my nails, so that I feel like helps the wear on the tips. And I usually wear my wraps about 2 weeks. Sometimes I get bored and I change it up, but with these gorgeous ones, I think they're probably going to stay on for the full 2 weeks. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.